In this video, we are going to see the application of Thevenin's theorem in order to find out current flowing through a load resistance, and by using this current we can get power consumed by the same. So let's take a problem. So in this problem, I have taken a voltage source of 12 volt, another voltage source of 8 volt, current source of 4 ampere and several resistances. Our question is, find out the power consumed by 20 ohm resistance. So in order to get a power, I should know what is the current taken by this, and I will use a relationship power consumed by 20 ohm resistance will be equal to current flowing through 20 ohm resistance its square multiplied by 20. So objective is to get current flowing through the 20 ohm resistance by Thevenin's theorem. Let's follow the procedure. First step is a calculation of VTH. We open circuit a load resistance, in this case it is 20 ohm. So I can say remove 20 ohm. So I will get a circuit like this. I have removed 20 ohm resistance. So it will give two terminals A and B open circuited. Rest of the part of the circuit will remain same. Now our job is to get voltage between these two terminals. For that we can use any of the law, either a KCL, KVL, mesh analysis, nodal analysis. So I will use nodal analysis to this circuit, having this node which have the potential Vx, this node having potential Vy, and this entire thing I will consider a reference potential which is having zero potential, or a reference node for that matter. Now I will give a random current directions except this current source which will have a fixed current direction. So let's apply KCL at this node. So at node X I am having one incoming current branch and remaining two are outgoing branches. So equation will be like this: 0 minus Vx. In this direction of current I have a battery which is changing its polarity from minus to plus. So it is plus 12 divided by resistance of that branch is 12 equal to outgoing currents. One is a current source directly, and remaining outgoing current is starting from X node and ending on Y node. So Vx minus Vy divided by 5. Let's rearrange the terms. So I will get Vx 1 by 5 plus 1 by 12 plus Vy minus 1 by 5. I am taking this term this side, constant here is 1 because it's a 12 by 12, and this 4 I am taking to other side, so it is minus 4. So actually you will get equation having two unknowns which is Vx and Vy, and a constant -3, equation number 1. In same way, I can apply KCL at node Y. So at node Y, I am having one incoming current and two outgoing currents. Let's write equations for them. So for incoming current, it is Vx minus Vy divided by phi, and two outgoing currents. One is starting at Y, ending on reference, having a resistance 15 ohm. Another current is starting at Y, ending on reference, and in this direction of current there is a voltage source of 8 volt which is changing a polarity plus to minus. So keeping this in mind, you will get equation Vy minus 0 minus 8 divided by 30. Let's rearrange the terms. So I will take all these terms this side and a constant which is minus 8 by 30 on this side. I will get Vx minus 1 by phi plus Vy 1 by phi plus 1 by 15 plus 1 by 30 equal to, constant is minus 8 by 30. If I take this side, I will get 8 by 30. Equation number 2. If I solve these two equations, I will get Vx as minus 18.8148 volt and Vy equal to minus 11.6543 volt. My job is to find out voltage between these two terminals. So I will draw this part of the circuit. So I am considering the circuit with a resistance and a voltage source which is covering points A and B, and I will consider here voltage Vth. Here resistance is of a 12 ohm and current flowing through this 12 ohm resistance we assume like this. So if this is the direction of current we have assumed, voltage get developed of this polarity. Anyways, this is a fixed polarity voltage of 12 volt. So I should know what is I12. So I12 equals, we have written an equation for this branch current which is 0 minus Vx plus 12 divided by 12. So if I substitute the value of Vx, I will get current 2.5679 ampere. So I12 I will get 2.5679 ampere. Now let's apply KVL to this loop. Let's start from a B point and let's come back to the same point after tracing two elements. So from B to A, it's a Vth and have the polarity minus to plus. So it's Vth. In this direction, the drop is minus plus. So it's again plus, resistance is 12, current is I12. Plus minus, it's minus 12 volt equal to 0. So if I substitute the value of I12, I will get 12 minus 12 into 2.5679. So Vth I will get minus 18.8148 volt. So here I am getting Vth minus, meaning whatever the polarity we have assumed, we need to reverse. So I will write it properly. Vth I will get 18.8148 volt, where B positive with respect to A. So this is a complete answer for VTH. Let's go to step number 2. In second step, you are supposed to calculate RTH. There are three things we need to do. First, we need to remove RL. So in our case, it is 20 ohm. Then here we are having two voltage sources, 12 volt and 8 volt, are need to be short circuited. And a current source is present of 4 ampere, that we will open circuit. So if I consider these modifications to the original circuit, I will get circuit like this. These are the two terminals A and B across which we are supposed to find out RTH. These are the resistances 12, 5, 15 and 30. We have to use a series parallel connections and get an answer. So here it's obvious 15 and 30 are in parallel because those two resistors are forming a loop. So 30 parallel 15, you will get answer 13 multiplied by 15 divided by 30 plus 15. So the answer you will get is 10 ohm. Now this 10 ohm will come in series with this 5. If I redraw the circuit, you will understand. So these are the terminals A and B across which RTH need to be find out. 12 ohm, this is 5, parallel combination of 15 and 30 is 10. So 5 and 10 will come in series. So 5 plus 10, answer will be 15 ohm. So finally, if I draw the circuit once again, I will get 12 ohm as it is. Series combination of 10 and 5 is 15. These are the points of interest across which we are supposed to find out RTH. So if you see properly, this 15 and 12 are in parallel. So RTH, which is nothing but RAB, will be 12 parallel 15, which is nothing but 12 multiplied by 15 divided by 12 plus 15. So the answer of RTH, you will get 6.6667 ohm. So second step is over. Let's go to the third step, that is equivalent circuit, which is Thevenin's equivalent circuit for the problem. So Thevenin's equivalent circuit. It will have VTH and you will get a resistance which is RTH in series with it. Now here we got a VTH 18.8148 volt with B positive with respect to A. See the difference. Positive I have connected to the B, negative I have connected to the A. And RTH we got 6.6667 ohm. So this is a Thevenin's equivalent circuit. And the fourth step is calculation of IL. Remember, we have removed RL while calculation of VTH and RTH. So let's connect it back into the circuit. So RL is 20 ohm and this is a current that we are supposed to find out. So IL will be VTH divided by RTH plus RL. If I substitute all the values, I will get current 0.7056 ampere from B to A. right? But in this problem, we are supposed to find out the power consumed by load resistance. So power consumed by 20 ohm resistance is I 20 ohm square multiplied by 20. So if I substitute the value, that is 0.7056 square multiplied by 20, I will get answer equal to 9.9574 watt. So here we have come to an end of a problem where Thevenin's theorem is used to calculate a current flowing through a load resistance, and by using this current I get a power consumed by the same load resistance. In subsequent videos we will solve more numericals based on Thevenin's theorem. Thank you.